So we've got our first look at One UI 9.5 that's launching with the Galaxy S27 lineup. And it looks like Samsung is finally bringing a feature we've been asking for years. Let's get into it. What's up guys, Sal here. So first up, someone has managed to install the One UI 9.5 firmware on his S26 and shared some screenshots showing off the new UI elements. And the first thing you'll notice is that Samsung is giving One UI a visual refresh. We're seeing more translucent elements, blur effects, shiny edges, and subtle shading that gives the interface more depth. The idea seems to be to create more separation between the UI and whatever is behind it, instead of having everything look completely flat. And yes, the obvious comparison here is Apple's liquid glass, but this isn't really liquid glass like Apple. It's more of a frosted glass look. Samsung isn't making everything completely transparent and reflective. Instead, we're getting these blurred, translucent layers where you can kind of see what's behind them without actually seeing through them clearly. There's also a small change to the phone app. Samsung has moved the search button from the top of the screen down to the floating navigation bar at the bottom, and with that change, the dialer now looks pretty much similar to iOS. And honestly, I don't hate the new look, but I do wish that Samsung would put more of its own spin on it instead of following Apple's design direction so closely. Samsung already has its own design language, and I'd much rather see them evolve One UI than make it feel like a slightly different version of iOS. Anyway, this isn't just a regular contact search, it's a system-level search, so it works more like Samsung's system-wide finder tool. Next, the camera app is also getting some interesting changes, with cleaner menus, less blur in the background, and slightly bigger and clearer shooting mode icons. We're also seeing some spring-style animations when certain camera menus expand. Interestingly, there's a 24-megapixel mode available on the base S26 here, which was previously exclusive to the S26 Ultra. But keep in mind, this is extremely early pre-release software. It's not even a beta yet, so we don't know if this option will actually make it to the final version. Samsung has also tweaked the fingerprint enrollment screen, which has looked more or less the same for years. And Samsung is apparently adding more fluid animations as well. The new build reportedly has smoother app opening and closing animations than before. To be honest, the current One UI 9 animations are already pretty good, so I'm not expecting a massive difference here, but if Samsung can make them even smoother without making them slower, I'm all for it. But honestly, the visual changes aren't even the part I'm most interested in, because there's another feature that is finally coming to One UI 9.5. The app log. Yeah, Samsung could finally give us a proper built-in way to log individual apps. According to the leak, users would be able to protect specific apps using a password, fingerprint, or another authentication method. So if you hand your phone to someone, they can use the phone normally, but they won't be able to open the apps you've logged. And this is something Samsung users have been asking for years. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Samsung has had secure folders for a long time, and there are third-party solutions for locking apps, but a simple, straightforward app lock built directly into One UI has been missing, but that's finally changing with One UI 9.5. There's also a new feature called app mirroring, and this sounds a lot like Microsoft's phone link, where you can access and interact with apps from your phone directly on your PC. The interesting part is that Samsung seems to be building this directly into One UI, so you may no longer need the phone link app or a Microsoft account to use it. We still need to see exactly how Samsung implements it though. The big question is whether app mirroring will work with any Windows laptop or PC, or if Samsung is going to limit it to just Galaxy Books. So that's everything we know about One UI 9.5 so far. Keep in mind, this is still an early build and Samsung will continue adding and changing features before the final version launches with the S27 lineup in January. The beta should arrive much sooner though, so we'll have a much better idea of what Samsung is actually planning once that starts rolling out. And speaking of the S27, Samsung just changed its mind about one of the S27 Ultra's biggest upgrades, and there are 3 main reasons why. Click here to find out more, and I'll see you there.